Tonight on the South Today, curious Cantabrians get a glimpse of a new multi-million-dollar machine that sorts trash from treasure. A Dunedin food truck turned cafe attracts hundreds of hungry customers with an opening special almost too good to be true. And a piece of New Zealand aviation history is ready to roll out of the hangar after a painstaking restoration job. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. Curious Cantabrians got a glimpse behind the doors of Christchurch City's Eco-Central Waste Centre at a recent open day. One of the star attractions, a high-tech sorting machine that can pick out trash from treasure.
Got a spare $1 million? Then you too can have one of these, a cutting-edge sorting machine that makes recycling easier. But be warned, it won't fit in your kitchen. These massive machines are part of Christchurch City's Eco-Central Facility's $17 million upgrade. The sorters can extract recyclable waste from the general rubbish, recovering some of the costs incurred along the way.
The latest technology is about sorting your recycling bin to the highest export or local quality needed. Right? And that's important because that means that the manufacturers that use recycling product will take our product as a priority, and it has value.
Not only will this help pay for the plant, it also reduces the overall running costs, making the plant more cost effective and potentially profitable.
You putting it in the bin and doing the right thing there allows this plant to operate at its top capacity and its top efficiency, which is the best result for all of us.
Eco-Central opted for the French-designed sorters after extensive research. The equipment is able to optically scan rubbish and sort it from recyclables. The new equipment is just one part of a 19-month-long upgrade. The facility's recently opened its doors to the public to show off the new technology, attracting a large and interested crowd.
My son Rocky, he's crazy about recycling, so we had to come.
I like to sort the rubbish.
Miscategorised recycling is an ongoing issue for the council. They hope people will continue to do the right thing when putting out the bins. In Christchurch, the South Today.
21-year-old Wanaka-based snowboarder Zoe Sadowski-Sinnott has wowed international judges yet again, winning silver in the slopestyle event at the FIS World Champs in Georgia. The slopestyle event involves a series of downhill runs, rails and jumps. Sadowski-Sinnott sailing through two huge 1080 spins on both her front side and back side to take the lead. She held on to first place until 16-year-old Mia Brooks from Britain edged ahead to claim gold with an almost impossible looking cab 1440 spin, a world first in women's competition. The FIS World Champs continues through the week with men's and women's halfpipe, big air and snowpark events still to come. The Catlins in South Otago hosted hundreds of runners over the weekend for the popular Papatawai Challenge. The event's been running for more than 20 years and the founder says it truly offers something for everyone.
Making the trek south to the Catlins, where the forest meets the sea. More than 300 keen competitors turned up to the Papatawai Challenge on Saturday, making the 15.5 kilometre loop around the Tahakopa Bay Scenic Reserve. The run is a major event on the social calendar for the small coastal town.
I'm quite chuffed really to see all these people here, all shapes and sizes, age groups, and knowing that they're contributing to the local economy with the money that's coming in, and at the same time they're having a marvellous time.
Some competitors run the event year after year, with a few dedicated athletes taking home medals for 20 years competing. Organisers reckon the scenery is the secret to the run's success.
Country roads, beaches, bush track. This course gives a little bit of everything, and I think that's one of the reasons people come back year after year.
The event started in the late 90s and hosts Sport Clutha have always welcomed both runners and walkers. The fastest time this year going to Nathan Shanks, who completed the run in just under 57 minutes. In Papatawai, the South Today.
A Dunedin food truck with a devoted following has now found a permanent home in Caversham. And the team nailed the perfect way to promote their opening: free food. $4 for a hot feed is already a bargain, but the meals were free recently at the relaunch of the Bowling Club and new community eatery in Caversham. More than 500 customers queued up to try the free offerings on opening day at its permanent site. The business started life as a popular food truck specialising in home-style cuisine with a focus on affordability.
Yeah, we just want to welcome all the people of Dunedin. We'd love to see everybody along. We want to show them what love looks like, and that, you know, you can feed a family of 5 for $20 and probably cheaper than the supermarket, and yeah, healthy, wealthy and wise.
The menu has now returned to its fixed but cheap prices. Customers are also encouraged to consider paying for 2 meals, allowing someone in need to dine for free. A World War II aircraft that's been earthbound since 1958 is almost ready to take to the skies once again. The vintage Harvard plane holds a special place in New Zealand's aviation history and in the heart of the pilot who restored it.
More than just a new coat of paint, this 77-year-old warbird has been reconditioned inside and out. The work was done by 2024 workshops along with a lot of help from the plane's proud owner. And they reckon it's less than a week away from a test flight.
And we went a lot further into it than we kind of anticipated, but it's certainly a pretty special aeroplane and looking forward to getting it flying after 65 years nearly.
The 2-seater plane was initially used to train Kiwi pilots during World War II, but later found a second life on the ground as a practice airframe for aircraft engineering students. The owner says he's been searching for a candidate for restoration for a long time.
So I had my first ride in Harvard when I was about 13 years old, and that kind of sparked a bit of an interest in the aeroplane.
The plan now is to get the plane certified for safety so they can commence flight testing. The team hope they'll be able to show off the warbird in the skies over Wanaka next Easter. In Wanaka, the South Today.
Yakane, still to come on the South Today. A young basketballer is on the mend 6 months after a major setback, and a horse riding veteran joins the Goldfields cavalcade for the final time.
All new episodes of Put Some Colour in Your Life are now screening on Channel 39. Take a look at Australian artists and the techniques they use in their studio. Put Some Colour in Your Life, Tuesdays, 7:30.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. 6 months ago, Rebecca Heads was supposed to be in Auckland for a basketball tournament. Instead, she found herself in a hospital bed with limited feeling in her legs after having a seizure.
Getting back underway with training. Southland basketballer Rebecca Heads was out with her horses 6 months ago when she started having a seizure and needed to get airlifted to Dunedin Hospital. Doctors took her for a lumbar puncture, where she had another seizure while they were injecting her spine. That damaged her nerves, leaving her barely able to walk. She's been working with physios to learn to walk again, and has now been able to return to her job and training horses.
Felt like a long 6 months, but the team that's been behind me doing my rehabilitation has been great. It's probably a big effort from them.
Doctors put her seizures down to stress. She's been working full-time, training horses, and played for the Southland Storm basketball team. Heads has since reduced her workload, but is still hoping to be able to make a return to playing basketball.
Yeah, I've still got a wee way to go, but I've definitely made a massive improvement within the last 6 months.
She admits she's relieved with how far she's come, but is determined to try and make a full recovery. In Gore, the South Today.
Horse riding veteran Annie Horton was among a large group who ventured out on this year's Goldfields Cavalcade. It was set to be her last one, and she went out with a bang.
Annie Horton set out on a borrowed horse named Salty for her final cavalcade hurrah, the horse bucking her off on the first day, cracking 3 of her ribs. But even that couldn't deter her from her final ride, as she managed to return to the group the same night. Horton's attended 25 cavalcades and says she really enjoys the camaraderie and connection with the animals.
Yeah, it's something about being on a horse and being one with your horse, although this particular time I was one with the ground.
The cavalcade group made their way through Alexandra and will continue through central Otago before finishing up in Miller's Flat on Saturday. Across the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Christchurch has commissioned a new high-tech trash sorting machine that promises to make recycling more streamlined. Free food was the order of the day in Dunedin as a community kitchen served up more than 500 meals at no charge. And a twin-seater warbird with a World War II history has been lovingly restored in Wanaka and is now ready to soar. And now we'll look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome the editor, Barry Stewart. Hello, Barry.
Hello, Hannah.
What can we expect to read tomorrow?
Well, complaints are flooding in over the cancelled Dunedin bus services. People have been stranded at bus stops, and we have complaints from families, etc. So we get some answers from the ORC about that issue. Oamaru Hospital has received a 13.5 million funding boost, so that's great news for them up there.
Absolutely.
And the best news of the day, or some fantastic news of the day, was former Otago cricketer Neil Wagner has inspired New Zealand to a stunning one-run win over England in the second test.
Was that the final
today.
one run?
They won by 1 run.
Oh my
so
goodness.
It was pretty tight and pretty tense, so they actually followed on, if that makes sense to you, after the first innings, so they did pretty well to come back. Fantastic.
Lovely. Hey, well, we look forward to reading those stories and more tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you.
And time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, mild northerly airflow sticks around for a few days over the region, but prepare for a cooler weekend after a southwesterly comes through on Friday. Heading to the top of the South Island, nice and fine with light northerlies and 24 up in Nelson tomorrow. Similar over in Greymouth and down in Christchurch too, but with 23 degrees as the high. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Fine with nor'easterlies up in Ashburton tomorrow. Fine with easterlies in Timaru. Both spots will get up to 24 degrees. While at Oamaru can expect some fresh nor'easterlies with cloud and 21 as the top temperature. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. High cloud and nor'westerlies as we come over here. Wanaka and Alexandra can both expect a high of 26 degrees, and Queenstown gets those lovely conditions too, but with 25 as the high. Heading further south, cloudy with fresh nor'easterlies down through here too. Expect 23 in both Gore and Balclutha tomorrow, while the Catlins is in for a 21-degree day. And down to the deep south, fine in Invercargill with 9 degrees overnight. Now the next 2 days look very sunny with a spot of cloud, quite high at times, and light north to northeast winds. By numbers, expect 23 tomorrow and 24 on Thursday. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Well, fine tonight, dropping to 11 degrees with nor'easterlies. Then another 2 days of great weather are on the way with lots of sun, mild temperatures and fresh winds. Tomorrow's high 20 and 21 on Thursday. And that's the news this Tuesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. And you can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite o pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life. Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Passion, drama, competition, rivalry, marketing, numbers,
atmosphere,
power, fight, attack, intuition, love, hate, money, cash, millionaires,
fans,
and fans. Oh boy.